and welcome back to the channel, Dan's Timeless Classics. So I've got AMG glass here, and as you can see there's no glass. They have successfully taken out the front screen and it didn't break. That was lucky. Proper pros at the job. Look at that, she's definitely lighter now. It's got no windows, but we do have to put them back in. But as you know, polycarbonate going in the rear and glass in the front, but the glass is out, so I've got no excuses now. So I've got to get the drill bit out and fucking drill it and cut it, haven't I? Better get on. These are the boys, AMG. Easy to remember if you like a Mercedes. Affordable multi-class. That's the main reason, because it's affordable. They have taken the screen out without breaking it, which is, wow, rare, because they thought it was even going to break as well. But these boys are the daddy-os. They do anything for me for windscreen. Same with the body shop at Paint Dynamics. They use them as well. They are the best. I'm in my dirty clothes, my really dirty clothes, which means I'm going to get down and dirty. First job, so obviously it's all glass out now. The first job is to duct tape this part, because this part obviously on the car I don't want to mark or damage. This part's scrap, so you know when you're levering and stuff, if you're leaning against this side it doesn't matter. You don't want to be leaning against here or bending or denting or scratching any of that. So I'm going to duct tape that up to protect that. And then the next job is to get the grinder, which I've already got on a cleaning disc, and to clean all this sort of window frame out, get all this silicone off so that it exposes all the spot welds. Same as in here, get this paint off so we can expose the spot welds and create a clean line where you can see where it's roof and quarter panel. Same with the back bit up there as well. So that's the first job, so that you can distinctively see where the spot welds are and where the joint is. So the mastic, where the mastic's holding. Then when with the heat gun, keep heat applying to that area so that mastic starts to loosen up. And then as the mastic starts to loosen up, lever it up. Obviously putting the pressure then on this side, not onto this part here, because we don't want that dented or damaged. So, you know, you've got to be drilling out a hole, picking away at it really, and just levering up. And it is just a case of consistency and patience, trying not to rush the job, and realistically just taking your time. And then hopefully the skin will lift away. And then of course over there, we got the new carbon skin, which will sit on the top. It'll all look very quick and easy on this video, but it won't be quick and easy. It will be very painful. There might be a few oops, but I will film the process on the tripod and yeah, let you have a look at what I'm going to do. Whoa! As I say, first job, to protect these edges, I'm going to use some duct tape. Ooh. Now I'll show you that, I'll zoom in. It cleans that up and exposes the spot welds. But basically, as you'll see now, I've exposed the spot welds. All the channels are cleaned out now, ready. You can see the spot welds have exposed themselves. I use the angle grinder to do the worst of it, and then the wire head on the drill. So now you can see the beige, that's the mastic that's holding the roof on, as well as all the exposed spot welds. So we drill out the spot welds, and then we heat gun the mastic until it starts popping away. Basically, we start separating this piece here from this piece here. See the spot welds drilling out quite nicely, apart from one. So the drill bit goes in and just basically starts cutting a circle around the centre, which of course is just a couple of mil lower than the surface. So it's just enough to go through the skin without going all the way through. So I'll carry on doing this now all the way around. And then we can get the heat gun out and start heating up that silicone. all drilled out, ready to start heating and separating. So you see, you just drill through the first surface. A couple of places went right through, just where it's a bit thin. And then basically you actually start to notice that the surface beneath it, the lip, starts to come away. Obviously it's still bonded, so the heat now is what I need to start lifting and separating this part. So yeah, some of the spot welds were a real pain in the arse, so I tried to drill them out like this so that you don't go all the way through, but these ones along the back edge, they just wouldn't release. I had to go through all the way through with them, and then you still end up with sometimes like a little thin bit of metal around the corners or a bit of mastic from the glass. So I got this then, and I used a heat gun to heat them up and then hammered this through so that it knocks off those last little snaggings, you know, just like that there where it's snagging a bit, and it just knocks them off, and then the heat gun releases the glue. But ladies and gentlemen, dun dun dun, she's coming off. If you look underneath, you will see they are all away on this side, and look at the sides lifting up. Oh, so close. Now these ones I have to come up underneath to see where the spot welds are inside, and then just do the same thing. So just trying to get this basically through underneath. So basically the same on the front. The front was just as much of a pain in the bum. So you're almost getting to that point where you can go like that, and then that is away. You can see that's away, but it's still down here. I think this one here is biting, and these two here, but I am very close. I would imagine about 5 little spot welds away from roofoff.com. So ta-da, it's coming. It's the last rivet. It's the last, I'm not going to say think, it's the last rivet. We've got one weld holding on now, just one, this one here. So what I'm doing is I'm getting the scraper underneath. I'll show you, hang on. It's stuck now, got it stuck. And I'm tapping it underneath like this until you start seeing the top of it. And then I'm heating it up so that the thin little bit of metal still holding on in there is getting soft, and any silicone that's holding it is getting soft as well. But I think it is just one holding it on now. Just one. You should see, you see the darker metal there, the blade coming through. You should start to see, hang on, get it in the right position. I'm really stuck now. So you see that hole there is blocked by the thin, oh bloody hell, that is hot. So we want that little corner tip there that's coming across to start coming through there, because it's that very edge corner that's sticking. And then once that comes through, you should hear it pop. Oh, look at that. You see that, boys and girls? You see that? Did you see that? She's away. She's targeted. She's been targeted. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, yes. She's eating topped. Talk about opening a can of flipping worms. That is opening a can of worms. Right, so you get the idea now about the structures. They remain. And this is just the shell. Bloody heavy. This is just the shell. But she's away. I'm going to have to put the camera down, I think, to lift it. It might be it's a two-hand lift. It's not a one-hand lift, that. But she's away. She's away. Let me just angle her up so you can see me do the honorary official. Should we have some champagne, or I'll put some little party poppers or something going on? You ready? Are you ready? 1, 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Hey! She's off. She's off. She's quite weighty. She's quite weighty because there's a bit of structure for the sunroof. Woo! She's off. Let me come and get you. Let me come and get you. Take you around, give you the guided tour of the new Targa. So yeah, 911 Coupe is now 911 Targa. So, what a day. So that's structural. And that's your main structural. That's the big one. That ain't going nowhere. That's the main structural. These are obviously structural. You can see where I went through and where I didn't go through. Obviously, I had no choice with some of them. They had to go through. I would have never got the spot weld out. But I'm going to grind them up and smooth them all out and show you what it looks like with the carbon one sat on there. But that's the inside of the roof. So you've got structural for the sunroof frame. Look, rusty where they bloody leak. But she is off. That is a roof skin. And I'm going to say that's quite weighty. I'm going to say I reckon that is 10 kilos. Maybe 10, maybe a little bit more, maybe 11-ish. Could be 12, but definitely 10. Definitely 10. And that, oh, this is nothing. 2.9? 2.9? To lift that with one finger. 2.9 kilos. So that just then sits on top. So you obviously got the weight of that, which is heavy. You know, let's say it's 10 kilos for round numbers. The plate that goes in the middle, which is, of course, the bit that opens up, which is your sunroof panel, shall we say, that is at least 6 or 7 kilos. I just showed John that. So that's 16, 17. You then get rid of all the motors and mechanisms that go around that, which has got to be another 10 kilos worth of weight. So that's 27 kilos. You know, it's quite a lot of weight. And then what else have you got? There's quite a bit in it. Even if it's not 40 kilos, it's definitely 30 kilos. Definitely going to be 30 kilos of saving. I mean, literally, that is now, all that's come off. And then you just put that little 2.9 kilo piece of carbon in the middle. Looks quite cool like that. We could run it like that with a roll cage, couldn't we? That'd be quite cool. But that's pretty much how the Targa is, isn't it? That's pretty much how the Targa is. But the Targa doesn't even have that bit, which isn't as solid as that bit because it has braced, I guess, structurally with the glass. So yeah, there you go. She's out. Now I've got to grind all these down, make them smooth. And then once they're all smooth and flat, because I don't want to put the carbon roof on there, I'll clean off all that mastic, clean all that mastic off as well. This one had already given up the ghost. This one, little bit of heat and it came away easy, but that one had already given up. It hadn't even taken from factory. There it has, and there it hasn't. So once that's all cleaned up and all smooth as a baby's bum all round, the new roof, once it's been sat in place and messed around, you know, make sure it completely fits, it will be bonded, rebonded all along there, but all along the edges, all the way around with body panel bond. Similar to like windscreen bond, but a bit stronger. And that will go all around on this lip. All the way around. So it'll be pretty well bonded in there. Inside there, I may clean that up and lacquer it so that when I'm in the car, when I'm sat in the car, I can look up like that and see carbon roof. That might be quite cool. But I'll see, I'll decide that later. But for now, ladies and gents, she's off. She is targeted. She is roofed off. Now we've got the mega job of roof on, but we are roof off. So that is the end of this video. Yeah, you knew that was coming, didn't you? There's going to be a part 3. Part 3 will be getting that on, getting all this cleaned up, getting it all lined up, getting it fully bonded on, clamped down, window screens back in, front and rear, and the completion and the complete job. There is some paint work to do to this as well, because I want to raise the edges in high gloss black, because there's a few bubbles along the edges there that you can see, and I don't like that. So I'm going to bring the black up round the corner, as it should be really. It is in one place, but not all the way around, like there, look, like that. I want that all round, so it's got that finish. So I'll do that, and then it's going to get 2K lacquer. I might lacquer the inside. I'll have a chat with Dale at Paint Dynamics, see what he thinks. just to make it a bit pretty. It'll be a high gloss finish. I don't want a satin finish. I'm not really do satin. I'm a gloss man. I'm a Maguire's man. I like a bit of bling. And then we'll get her on there. Obviously, I'll trial fit first and get it all set up in position. Might even pop rivet all 4 corners just as a test to see how it sits and to make sure it's flat. But that'll all be in part 3. Thank you very much for watching, subscribing, and if you haven't subscribed, please like and subscribe. Drop your comments in the section below. Do you think I'm an idiot taking the roof off my 911? Do you think what I'm doing is good? It is in the name of science and weight. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. Thanks very much, everyone. Please, again, like and subscribe. And once again, it's off. It's off. Can't believe it. Well pleased. Whoop, whoop. So make sure you like and subscribe.